Well, we're back. Been a bit of a hiatus. It's been 2 weeks since last stream. So let's take a look at what we got here. This stream is not brought to you by Polymaker. Anyway, so working on some crap. I've had absolutely terrible luck the last couple days with printers, and we need to get some of these things fixed. One of those things is the Micron. The other thing is my Trident that got a clog in it while I was on like attempt number 4 at printing these multicolored parts for the 2.4 skirts. So I'm getting rather annoyed with that, or this whole situation. So Klicky on the Micron, because it uses sensorless homing, likes to not exactly be consistent enough to always get that probe right. And then for some reason, even if it picks it up, doesn't want to drop it off, or it'll pick it up, drop it off, and then next time it goes to pick it up, it doesn't. So I'm not entirely sure what the heck's going on there. So I think we're going to do away with sensorless homing. We're going to put some micro switches in there for the X and Y end stop, which I'm going to have to steal off of the Enraged Rabbit carrot feeder. Because I don't have any more. The only ones I have are the ones on that Enraged Rabbit carrot feeder beta build. And then we are going to replace Klicky with a Cartographer probe. I gotta get this thing running consistently before I can try hooking up this night owl to it. So we're going to start off with checking out why this nozzle is clogged. Trying to figure it out at least. I know stream time changed today. I did not think it would hit me this hard for viewership. Don't even have anybody here, so I'm just here talking to myself. Anybody who watches it back, I guess. All right. So, let's unload you. I ended up stripping out like 2 meters of each color filament. I wasn't home at the time. I was out trying to spend some time with the family. But I didn't notice it until I got home, like 4 hours later. all that's no good. Do need to get parts to mount this probe printing though. Come on, camera. Don't freak out. I'm going to vanish for a second. Oh, no. Hey, look at you. You figured it out today. All right. Move. Keep this nozzle up so we can get it out of there. Yeah. So zero. It sure does make a mess of the sock on these things. Changing, swapping filaments. Let's see if it's jammed further up or if it's just the nozzle. No, definitely clogged someplace else. All right, so I guess we're going to cool this off. So fair chance it's not even the nozzle. Well, while that cools off, let's get some. Let's pull up Orca Slicer. Interesting. Thought for sure that'd fit on the V0. All right, let's do this. Nope. No. Split into objects. Do I get 3 objects? Arrange. Yay, they all fit now. No. All right. So it's going to take 42 minutes to print these out. Find the purple filament. So I was out at yard sales today and picked up a bunch of stuffers over here. That's all Unify stuff. Got a crazy good deal on that. What I paid on it will pay for itself very shortly in the money I saved from not having to rent the whole home Wi-Fi stuff from the internet provider. I just got to learn how to set it up. And this stuff's going to be way better than what I had anyway. So there's that. All right. Upload and print. So I'm printing the mounts to go on to the back of the ant head tool head to mount this Cartographer probe to it. Have you cooled off yet? Yes, you have. Shut this down. I think we're going to turn this tracking off. We're going to zoom this out. Then we're just going to move that and leave it fixed. So I've got to relocate some of this stuff. Seems like setting it inside the cabinet will work. keep it all together. So here's a fun fact. One of the the managed switch that I got, the guy had been using a 3D printed bracket to make it go wide enough for this cabinet. That's pretty cool. All right. I have no idea what this is. Flexible rubber something bracket. That was in this case. And I got 10 1.25 meter sticks of 2020 Masumi extrusions. I think they're Masumi. They're definitely like T-slot extrusions. .48 inches. No, it's just generic 10 pieces of 2020 extrusion from China. 48 inches. 10 of them. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I'm sure we'll build something with it. All right. That's powered off. Let's start taking this apart and figure out where this is clogged at. What's up, RJ? No socks today. Huh? I've got socks on. Do you not have socks on? Well, you're in Florida though, right? So I'd expect you to be in flip-flops. I know I'd be in flip-flops. My sister-in-law is down there at Cocoa Beach this week for a barber school. I don't know where Cocoa Beach is, actually. I've never been there. I've been to Florida. I've not been to Cocoa Beach. Well, here's one piece of filament in the top of this thing. Yeah. Yeah, so we fold laundry out here normally every week. So it doesn't always get cleaned up timely. Sometimes you spend hours folding all the laundry and then you're like, you know what? I don't feel like putting it away right now. That's clogged there. But yeah, that's what this channel is, man. You know, called Projects in Dad's Garage for a reason. I mean, it's just my fucking garage where I do a lot of everything. So I try to keep it clean and organized, but life happens out here, man. Yep. They want a screw for something. Come on. Come on. All right. I hate ripping tool heads apart. Yeah. So, I mean, you got a wide range on YouTube. You've got, you know, Nero, Canuck Creator, his members only stream this week was actually him cleaning up the his garage. And then, you know, you've got folks like Joel, who, I mean, it's a set. He's got a set, you know, that he does all of his channel stuff on, by and large, all of his channel stuff on. You know, and he doesn't pretend that that's like where he works. He's got, you know, a print farm in the back. He's got a whole lot of different things going on. So he's got other spaces that I'm sure are not as neat and tidy, but it's definitely a display. Then you got, so channels like It's Mead Made, where they're just teaching stuff, but it's a set that he does his stuff on. That's it. Then you got Steve, who does his stuff just in his garage. And I don't know. I like to think that my situation here is about the same as where Steve's situation is with his garage. But my kids like to play out here too, especially the youngest one. She loves my garage. It's adventure. It's fun. Some people are doing their stuff in the house though. So how clean or messy that can get, I imagine is going to largely depend on how tolerant your significant other is to your messes. But yeah, it's been one hell of a week as far as trying to get anything printed goes. Been absolutely miserable. All right, so take this cold side off the Rapido. Just trying to track down where this is clogged at. And get it to find where it's clogged, get a hold of it, and get that filament out of there. Woo! Do not want to lose that screw. One that attaches the cold side to the Rapido. I think I found the main culprit in our... So, no, I didn't. We were out running around doing stuff. Man, I can't remember what was going on that weekend because I wasn't able to stream that weekend either. I haven't been able to stream for the last 2 weekends. But anyway, this is our main culprit for our clog, I do believe. But why? I want to check the blade in the cutter here. So how was the Indy 500? You guys have a good time? I can't see how that wouldn't be a good time, but you never know. Huh. Yeah, glad I took that apart. There's a bunch of crap in there. Yeah, I saw those in the little video you sent me there. That's pretty sweet. I don't think I've ever seen Black Hawks fly in person. I've seen a lot of different things fly in person. I don't think I've ever seen the Black Hawks fly in person. Seen a bunch of Chinooks and stuff. So I've got a bunch of different ones. I've got in a switch wire, I have a Revo high flow. In the Trident, I've got a Rapido ultra high flow, Rapido 2 ultra high flow, but it's got the new heat block setup. Fate sent me to replace the other one because of the thermal drift or difference issue on the thermistors on the original Rapido 2s. In the 2.4 there, I've got a Mellow NF Crazy High Flow. Yeah, I love the Rapido. You'll see that because also Micron has Rapido 2. It's just a high flow variant. It was an ultra high flow. I just didn't have the ultra high flow adapter on it. And the V0 over there has just a regular Revo. Yeah, I have Dragon High Flow. That's what was originally in the switch wire, but I was getting some clogging issues on the cold side with the Enraged Rabbit carrot feeder. Worked flawlessly up until that, but it was getting some cold side jams because of the way that works. All right, now let's put this back together. But yeah, Dragon High Flow, fantastic hot end. It's basically what the NF Crazy is. Just the mount is shaped like the mosquito hot end. Versus being rounded. Boydie, how's it going, sir? How are you enjoying the sunshine and cool weather? All right, let me move this fan out of the way. Let me just set that up there because we're going to turn this on and heat things up to try to get this the hot side cleared out. While that does its thing. So last stream we ended off with me having to rebuild a whole bunch of Orca Slicer profiles for filament and update some printer profiles because everything got lost. So after about 9 hours of work, I built custom filament profiles this time. Didn't base them on a different filament so that hopefully I never lose anything ever again. And printed more benchies than I think I ever have in my life. It was like almost 2 years in the 3D printing before I printed my first benchy. But we have now printed a whole bag of them. Let me drag you over here and show you some of these because got some interesting results. Let's see if I go over to this one. Yeah. All right. So here's our benchies. And as you can see, they're all labeled on the bottom. So I have some different speed profiles. My standard one and then turbo 1 through 3. Turbo 2 is about the high fast profile on a bamboo. But this is T3 with just tool head cooling at 30% on the Dragon on that Dragon rapid burner tool head. This is the same thing, adding 30% auxiliary cooling. Now you slow it down and the fan speed's fine. So this is turbo 1. It's not great, but it's a lot better. That's because the fans, when you're printing fast, but aren't near the plastic long enough to cool it. By the time it's printed over here, this plastic's come out long before it gets a chance to fully cool it. It's all the way over here. So I cranked up the cooling, and this is T3 with the just tool head cooling cranked way up. So you can get better results, and I've adjusted the profile to get me these results now, even without the auxiliary cooling. But here's the same thing, just adding just 30% auxiliary cooling. If you're printing fast, add an auxiliary cooling to your printer. Uh, so are you talking about fixing the thermistor issue? Yeah, it's now been fixed in the ace, and the fiber hot ends have both been fixed. Get some pliers. And then heat this up. I am so hungry. I ate some breakfast at like 8 o'clock this morning, but I haven't eaten anything since, and I am starving. All right, so we've got the jam out of here now. Oh, come on. Trying to push this through and just get every last bit of everything out of here. But now I'm going to have to heat it back up again to do that. All right, everything's out of there. Cool down. I was mowing the other week. Whose stream was I watching when I was mowing? It's a noble reason to do DoorDash. I've thought about doing it myself to pick up a little bit of extra money, but I'd have to have some extra time somewhere, and I can't seem to find any of that. thought I was gonna almost had to work all weekend this weekend. Couldn't stream last weekend because I was working all weekend last weekend on a holiday weekend, except for Sunday night into Monday morning, because that would have been triple time and they didn't want to pay me that. But it's not like I have a day off at that point. I'm working until Sunday, morning at 7 a.m. and then I got to be back there Monday night. So I'm working both Sunday and Monday. Just don't get any money for working that overnight. Third shift sucks. So what's up with all you guys? You guys enjoying the change of seasons? Except for Repo Man, it's always summer in Florida. Just to what degree of summer? Eads going to the Indy 500. Extremely jealous of that. So in addition to all this Unify stuff and those extrusions, also found the tripod. I think this is a cheaper brand. I've seen it in some store, Walmart or Micro Center or something. But it's a little bit of a nicer tripod for, it's got like some adjustable feet and stuff like that on it. Poity, you might have to come help me set it up. Dynastatic said he's going to try to help me. But, yeah. You busy tonight? You want to come help me? No. Yeah, but... I mean... If you wanted to come up some evening, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday evening, and help me do it, help me get it set up, that'd be awesome. Because I ain't got a clue what I'm doing with it. But yeah, so if I ever get a camera, Steven, I think it's a combination mainly of sensorless homing and the geometry of the gantry, because when it homes Y, it kind of wants to move X and get funky. And then just the way it's picked up, and there's no adjustment to it, so I can't adjust it in any way. It just kind of is what it is on the R1 frame. But I've got a Cartographer sitting in a box. Poity, relax. Two beacon probes inbound, Rev D and Rev H. But Cartographer I picked up as part of a trade, just trying to be friendly with folks. Make sure that kind of pay stuff forward a little bit. Yeah, I figured that out. Yeah, but I have to home X first. Because if not, then the tool head could be running into some stuff, and that would be not good. You're being good, Poity. I know some people get up in arms, and I understand it. I understand why. I think I've got a couple of them too. I don't ever use them. I put the X switch on the tool head and the Y switch on the rear gantry. Just because in order to put it there underneath of that, where that goes, you got to have drag chains. Oh, shit. I bet you I can steal micro switches off of them, though. Where, oh, where are my X, Y, N stops at? Oh, where could they be? Excellent. So, let's rip these switches off and use them, because I was going to have to steal switches out of the ERCF build. All right, let's go over here to building. Bag of end stops with a single PCB and fan header. Huh? What's that? This thing is not going to want to focus nicely. Porty, are you still here? There's one switch. Two switches. Steven, I'm so glad you mentioned those PCBs. Oh, nice. We have JSTPH 2.0 connectors on them with little PCBs. That's sweet. They're nice. I like that. They work pretty good. I mean, there might be some places where they don't fit, like using them for filament runout sensors in the tool head and inside the extruders and stuff. but there's going to be a lot of places where they will. I'm just going to throw this in the trash. So yeah, Murph's coming up. Super excited about that. I'm going to be there on Saturday. I was thinking about going out Friday, but doesn't seem like anybody wants to do anything. Ooh, that sounds like poor planning on the PCB designer's part. But I guess a X-Acto blade would take care of that. Poity, while you're here, I wanted to say thank you for the connection that you put together for me. That ended up panning out perfectly. Yeah, I was trying to see if people wanted to like, so I've got to go to Jersey and my son's graduation, like vacation and stuff like that. So swinging a hotel room and stuff like that, not an option for me. So I was trying to see if people wanted to camp someplace and, you know, do a big bonfire and cookout and stuff like that on Friday night. But it didn't seem like anybody was interested. So it's like, yeah. And I'm not going to drive back and forth to Indiana Friday and then again on Saturday. All right, so let's get the trident back together and then get the micron out. All right, if this is right, remind me to put a witness mark on this thing so I don't have to guess next time. All right, so that is how it goes. Figuring out which way the cold side needs to orient on the repeato can be a bit of a problem. There's like 4 screws on top, 3 screws on the bottom, and you gotta get the wires to come off in at the right point, at the right angle. Porty, how's the K3 project going? You got that thing ready for Murph now? Waiting for parts. Steven, that's awesome. Yeah, so Steven, I've got some new motors coming for the try. I don't know if you saw my video that I put up Thursday or whatnot, but got the Fabrico classified steppers coming for that. And it's got a Leviathan in it, so it's got the 5160s that can run up to 3 amps, and the classifieds can go up to 2.85 amps. So they're going to be going in there. They're 8mm shaft steppers, and I got the restrainer thing coming from Vitali to go onto the top of the shaft. And then I've got these bad boys, but I got to figure out what length screw I would even need, and if I can even get it, because they're a 60mm stepper, but I've got water cooling blocks. Maybe I've got water cooling blocks if I don't break it, for the steppers. And then water cooling radiator, water cooling reservoir. So my record right now is a lovely 7-minute benchy. That looks still like a benchy, okay? Its quality was probably somewhere right around this. The smokestack was a little bit messed up, but the rest of it looked pretty damn good for a 7-minute benchy. There's video on the channel. Feel free to check it out. Drop a like there and a comment while you're at it. Drop a like and a comment on this video. Well, you can't comment yet. You will be able to later, but you can definitely drop a like. So I would like to get sub 4 minutes for a benchy. Tis my goal. Also, should I decide to build a Phoenix, we have extrusions for it. If I wanted to build a Phoenix out of 2020. Yeah, ABS. Just plain ABS. So I've got 10 4-foot sticks of 2020 extrusion. Got them for free, thrown in with all the ubiquity stuff. All right, so while we're in here, we need that out of here. The bag o PCB stuff. So, anybody checking out that Jabberwocky toolhead? Anybody pre-order that? Oh, Jesus. What are you building with 600 feet of extrusion? Vince, how are you today, sir? Well, you know I had considered doing the tool changer. You're responsible for all the hot ends in every build since. Thank you. But if I can do it, I would like to do that index at some point. I don't know on what printer though. 2.4, I guess, is the only one that doesn't have a tool changer stuff on it. Oh, okay. Oh, speaking of which, I need to email Nomad. I guess I should probably make sure this nozzle isn't clogged before I put it in there, because it's sat with material at 260 degrees for quite some time. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Mr. Jennings, how are you today? And we have fire, ladies and gentlemen, fire. Normally I do this with some purge filament, but I think for today, we'll just use this black ABS I have sitting here. So the nozzle's not clogged, so that's a good sign. Fort Myers. Fort Myers, is that on, that's on the East Coast, isn't it? I want to go to Orlando, so My parents, when I was 5, took me and my brother to Disney World. And I would really like to be able to take my kids to Disney at some point. Definitely running out of time, considering my eldest graduates high school this year in a couple weeks. Nice. Did you stop and visit Hector while you were down there in Miami? He's right outside of Miami. Get a brush, clean this nozzle off, and get it put back in there. It doesn't Slice make something you can paint on your nozzles or something to keep stuff from sticking to them? Wonder how well that stuff works. West Coast. Okay. Yeah, West Coast. The Gulf is where we always go. One year we went to Perdido Key, right there outside of, what is it? Where the Blue Angels are. Is it Pensacola? But normally we go down to Indian Rocks, right there south of Clearwater. Not going this year though. Sister-in-law's getting married and a bunch of other stuff going on right around 4th of July, so. Our mounts are almost done. All right. Oh, witness marks. Yeah, I need a break from everything too every once in a while. I understand that entirely. Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute. One of these is high temp. Which one of these is high temp? None of these are high temp. I used to have a paint marker for high temp applications. Stocking party favors. Inviting your favorite guests, Jack, Jim. They're great guys. I know them well. I like Jose. I like Jose. Jose can get some other people going, though, every once in a while. Just cleaning off the plastic off the mating surface on this. You got to invite Mr. Walker if it's an occasion. You're going to break out the ribeyes. What's that? I haven't. I thought it was outside. What are you guys doing inside? You guys doing you guys' strawberry? Tell Mommy she needs to do your strawberry. You gotta plant your strawberry and your what? And your tomato. Well, they're for everybody. No, you're gonna have to go around. Ugh. Jason, thanks for stopping by. Couldn't tell if you said you were home yet or not, but if not, have a safe journey home. Steven, Jesus. Have a good night, sir. Safe journeys. All right. Let's get this put back in here. Stop screwing around with it. Dum 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 dum. It really sucks the YouTube rules for music, man. Wouldn't it be awesome if it was just like you just play whatever music you want in your background? Mm. You guys find your print settings. So this is for people that have like their stuff out in the garage and on climate control. Do you guys find that your print settings change throughout the year just depending on the ambient temperature of the room? And it doesn't make a whole lot of sense because they're enclosed printers and the inside pretty consistent regardless of what temperature it is out here in the garage. So it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me why it varies so much. Woo, warm. Right, what are you getting stuck on? Oh, that's what you're getting stuck on. I'm not putting you on right. Oh my goodness. Where's my snips? Where's my snips? Yeah, not just you. Like, I get way better print quality in the summer. I mean, in the winter than I do in the summer. Get out of there. Just stop it. Stop it. Sprained my wrist a week and a half ago. It is not making life easy. It still hurts a lot and does not want to move in certain ways. And reminds me of that when I'm doing stuff. So yeah, I'd really like to check out that new tool head that LDO released. I think that'd be really cool tool head to put on the switch wire build we got coming up. Got integrated filament cutter, so it'll work with the ERCF. So, follow up on the filament cutter for the rapid burner tool head. A couple people asked about it when I first was installing it. I've got well over 1,000 filament swaps, probably close to 2,000 now, and I've had no issues with the cutter itself. Jesus Christ. I've got a brace. I'm supposed to be wearing it. But it makes things like typing absolutely impossible. You know what I ought to do, and what would be the smart thing to do, is to turn the freaking power off this thing. Yeah, I gotta wear it for work though. Trying to lift things that are anywhere between 100 and 300 pounds without that brace on. I sprained it dumping a 55-gallon drum of regrind material out of the magnet separator. Trying to pick up that drum full of regrind and just rolled it over, I guess. Something. I managed to not drop the 55-gallon drum on my foot, though. So there's that at least. So in preparation for these new steppers, I ran some VFA tests. I really need just plain black filament, something glossy. I have some over here, but it is not enough to do it. But yeah, I did 50 to 500 millimeters a second and 25 millimeters a second increments for the current steppers. And the VFAs on it were really good all the way up until about 300. They're the best range between like 250 and 100 for these stepper online steppers. So I want to compare like print quality and stuff like that between these and the new steppers when I get those. Whatnot, I did max accelerations with these ones at 1.6 amps. I've got a max acceleration of 35,000. If you guys can think of any other tests other than VFAs and max XLs that I should do to compare between the two steppers, please let me know. Running tests like that is not my specialty. None of the results will be scientific. None of them should be used to base purchasing decisions off of. It's just for my own entertainment and yours. Oh, so I got the box turtle enclosure kit in. That was fun. They sent that to the wrong city. My post office physically had the box in their hands. Memorial Day weekend. Showed up and scanned at my post office on Sunday morning. And then they decided to, on Tuesday morning, ship it a half hour away. Half hour, 40 minutes. I don't know what the thumbs up thing is, why it shows that bubble. But anyway, on that note, hit the thumbs up button. Unless you've already hit it. Don't hit it twice. Maybe 3 times. Once or 3 times. Here's this Amazon notification. Oh. My stuff that said they changed their mind and wasn't going to deliver until tomorrow is now getting delivered today. They can't make up their mind. All right, so that's back together. We have not made any progress towards this Cartographer at all, folks. None whatsoever. All right, let's do this. Main menu, extruder, unload. So I've had a roll of Polymaker's neon orange, well, a couple different neon filaments for like 2 years. I got the neon green that the V0 is printed out of, neon orange, and neon magenta. Zybertech, how are you today? Like 2 years ago, it was on sale on Amazon for like, I think I paid under $10 or right around $10, give or take $1 or $2. But anyway, so I cracked open the orange and printed out some stuffers. this is going to be a project probably next Saturday. We're going to be building this thing. Actually, I guarantee next Saturday, that's what we're doing, is building that. There'll be a follow-up video after build it and stuff like that, but that's what we're going to do on stream. Because regardless of whether or not I finish this Micron today on stream, it's going to get finished this weekend. When this weekend really just depends on what time Poity shows up to help me install my new networking stuff. But anyway, this neon orange is pretty cool. It does not look orange until you shine a black light on this thing. Under black light, it looks real orange. Actually, under certain lighting, it looks orange. I'm joking, Poity. By the way, speaking of injuries, how's the wife's injuries doing? She healing up pretty good? Anyway, so it glows pretty orange, but then without the black light, it kind of looks red to pinkish orange, kind of. Let's see. Oh, I fixed the lights in my garage. So one of my LEDs, the one over there. See, on screen it looks like I'm pointing over there by the toolboxes. In reality, I'm pointing to the complete opposite side of the room. Yeah, it glows pretty orange. How's the... Yeah, she doing better? That's good. But I got some a light to replace it and added an extra one so that got some better lighting over here for when we're building stuff, because normally this table's closer. All right. Now, let's go ahead and shut this down. Unplug the power plug. Unplug the Ethernet cord. Oop. PTFE tube still running into the filament dryer. Doing that with spray and wrist is fun. So grab our parts, print it every size. I think I need the medium one. Take the back panel off. Other way. There we go. Let's get this back panel taken off. Should I zoom this in? Probably should zoom that in. There we go. So how exactly do they define computer racks? I know there's different widths, but how do you know which is what? It seems like this one is a standard width, but I don't know. And I don't know how wide a standard width is. So it looks like between mounting holes is just over 18 inches. If anybody can tell me, that would be great. You know what else I haven't done? I installed a nozzle brush on this thing. And I never actually set that up. But I think I gotta take it off because I don't think you can use the eddy current probes with a metallic nozzle brush back there. One of you guys that have them could probably tell me that better. All right, yeah, so there are numbers up and down the thing. The numbering system seems to make no sense to me. 12, 10, 11.
Daddy, can you set up my video?
Over,
Daddy,
I don't know.
Set up my video, can you set up my video?
You have to get Sissy to help you. I'm busy right this second. She does. She's being stubborn. So it looks like top to bottom, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 36 holes top to bottom. So it seems like that would hold one device every like 3 to 4 holes, something like that. That needs a zip tie still. Needs 2 zip ties actually. See, these doing this stupid stuff like this hurts so bad. And you feel retarded when it hurts just to put a zip tie in. All right. Looks like it says D. Anyway, it's the numbers go up to 12, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, it goes up to, it's numbered up to 12 in whatever fucking numbering system they want to call this. All right. Get the clicky dock out. Yeah, so for a brush in here, we'll have to get something with like the bamboo brush. So it's a non-metallic thing. All right. And how do you mount? I absolutely hate working on this tool head. Hate it. Hate it, hate it, hate it. Ant head tool head. Looks really cool. Terrible to work on. Zoom out, zoom out, zoom out, zoom out, zoom out, zoom out. Anyway, guys, so it's about time to go figure out dinner. I promised I'd be off of here by 6. Sorry that the stream started late. But I got caught up with getting all this ubiquity stuff, unify stuff, whatever. So yeah, next week we'll be back with a really cool build. It's a one stream build, really cool thing. Really looking forward to that. Yeah, other than that, guys, have a great week. I'm gonna keep working on this cartographer thing. Sorry, the stream title seemed to be a little bit misleading. Got sidetracked with a clog nozzle. So, RJ, I don't know if you got what you've got going on, as far as printer wise go, but yeah, I mean, the base Voron builds are fantastic documentation. I mean, it's great. Best documentation ever. Yeah, so documentation to build the 2.4, the switch wire, the Trident, the V0. Awesome if you're just building it as is. LDO kits, LDO's got some supplementary documentation. Bouncing back and forth can be kind of confusing sometimes for that, but everything's there. Martin, how's it going? Kegel, how are you? So if you're looking to build one, don't be afraid of it. That 2.4 has been chugging along awesome. Does it need anything done to it? Absolutely not. Am I still going to do stuff to it? Yeah. But it's been like 2 years since anything's been done to it, and it just prints. So yeah, they can be tremendously reliable. Yeah, this is true, Stephen. So, long after, you know, let's say tomorrow that Creality, Bamboo, Voron, all of them go out of business. Voron's not a business, so it can't really, but let's just say they said, we're done. All of them. Long after those Bamboos and Creality machines cease to be able to be run because you can't repair them anymore, Vorons will be chugging away. Because a very large percentage of like what's on each one of my machines was designed by people outside of the Voron design group. Martin, I'm with you. I want to build a salad fork too. I would have probably built a salad fork over the Micron had a salad fork kit been available. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for today. If you haven't already, please drop a like. Even Kegel, Martin, if you wouldn't mind, I know you just got here. I know you missed most of it, but you feel free to go back and watch it. Even if you don't watch it, feel free to just put it on a second monitor and let it go, because that counts as 2 hours of watch time for me later. Well, wait till tomorrow and do it, and then it'll count for 2 hours of watch time. Kegel, awesome. Thank you. I knew I could count on you. Actually, most of the time, my like count for live streams is right on par with how many people show up, so I really appreciate that. Well, how many people show up and hang out? Like, obviously, you get people that click on the stream because YouTube pushed it to them, and then they're like, this is not what I want. Yeah, I can see that. I don't know if you missed a part where Nomad said that if you had it to do over again, he wouldn't do it with extrusions. Or if you just wanted a cool project. Regardless. But I wish you luck, sir. Because that's going to be one hell of a project. It's going to be a cool build. You're going to have to send me pictures. But anyway, have a great rest of your weekend, guys. And talk to you later.